Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, men and women, people of all races, people of all tribes, come together. We are here to witness the semi-final of the greatest competition in club football history. The Champions League semi-final is upon us, and what a privilege it is to be in the Champions League semi-final. The four clubs there, first of all, kudos to all of you. Arsenal, the only team from the Premier League. Respect to you, Arsenal. Big ups to you, Arsenal, for keeping the pride of the Premier League. And then you have Atletico, and you have PSG, and you have Bayern Munich. But Arsenal is the team coming from the toughest league, still the only unbeaten team in this competition right now. We need to give them more respect. We need to give them more praise because Arsenal has done so well. Kudos to them. And up until this point, we have so much to discuss. We have so much to talk about. We have so much to dissect. And please, you know how we do it here. We'll talk about everything in this video. We'll talk about each club, but if you want to jump to a specific part of the video, there are timestamps. You can just go and watch any club. But we don't drop predictions. We drop spoilers. So stay for the whole thing. I'll tell you how these games go. I'll tell you how this first leg will go. I'll tell you the tactics that these managers use to approach the first leg. And do make sure you like the video, subscribe, and share, and turn on the post notification bells. That's the only way you can support us for absolutely free. So without talking too much, without further ado, let us get into the analysis of the day. We'll start with Arsenal versus Atletico, and then we'll move down to PSG versus Bayern Munich. Let us start with Arsenal versus Atletico de Madrid. Atletico de Madrid versus Arsenal. The casuals are calling this the Haram Derby. Two very pragmatic teams, two very, teams that you call defensive style. But honestly, as I said before, we need to praise Arsenal first of all. The only team from the Premier League still to be in this competition. It's not easy. They are still pushing on all fronts in the Premier League, still top of the Premier League at this very moment. And then in the Champions League, the only unbeaten team in the Champions League. The team that was seen as the best team in the competition right now, Bayern Munich, they have beaten that team. So we have to give praise to Arsenal. We have to give kudos to Arsenal. Now, for the injuries, Atletico de Madrid will without Pablo Barrios in midfield. Very, very important player. Lookman now, I think that's the biggest miss. Lookman will probably miss this game, and even maybe the second leg. His injury is said to be 1 to 2 weeks, so I don't think he might be coming back for the second leg. And then they are missing Jose Jimenez. I don't think that's the big miss because he's on the bench anyways these days. Then for Arsenal, Timber is back, but I'm not sure if he can play. Eze is a doubt. Then Merino too is still out. I think Havertz is back fit. So, this will be a very interesting game. Many people forget that Arsenal beat Atletico de Madrid 4-0. They are beating them 4-0 in the Champions League this season. So before you come out here and say, oh, Arsenal get exposed, Arsenal this, Arsenal that, just keep that in mind. This is a semi-final game of a Champions League. Anything can happen. It is anybody's game. I don't think that there's any favorite at this point. The advantage that Atletico have is that they have given up on their league like 4 weeks ago. You saw what they did to Barcelona. Barcelona beat them in the league and then to handle them back in the Champions League. They rest their players in the league now. They don't even play their important players in the league. They just keep them fit, bring them on for like 20 minutes, and then in the Champions League, they go off front. You understand? And now that they haven't lost the Copa del Rey final, that is more, more fuel to go for the Champions League. They might believe that, they have a chance at the Champions League this season. So that is one thing. While Arsenal is still fighting for the Premier League, playing their best players 90 minutes every single week in the most physical league, in the toughest league, in the hardest league to play. So it's not easy for Arsenal. Arsenal at this point are basically playing finals every single game that they play. So I don't expect them to come into this game fully fit and, looking sharp like that. No. Atletico have the edge in that front. And they are playing at the Wanda Metropolitano. That is Atletico's home. Simeone, go and check his record. Go and check when last he lost a home game. I think that Barcelona beat them, but I mean, eventually they still went through. But I think prior to Barca beating them, he had not been beaten at home in years, like decades, over a decade at home. So the guy is a rock at home. Beating him at home is almost impossible. So this will be a very, very tough task for Arsenal. I do believe that this will be a very entertaining game. People think that Simeone still plays this haram football or something like that. I think that if Arsenal just go there and play their football, it might be a high-scoring game if both of them let loose. Because I'm sure Atletico will probably look at this home game as their one advantage to, get 1 or 2 goals up. And then Arsenal, I think that they should just take the approach of being pragmatic, defending well, try and keep the goal difference down. Maybe just, if you even lose that game 1-0, still very good. You then finish it off at the Emirates or whatever. But in any case, I do expect a very, very entertaining game, a very exciting game as Arsenal take on Atletico de Madrid in their home away of third kit. And Atletico also, you can get their jerseys from the Adidas Stick store. Just go to our website or go to our South and shop right now. Delivery is worldwide. I do think that Atletico will get the advantage in the first leg. I think probably, based on what Arsenal even played in the last game versus Sporting CP, and how Arsenal have struggled recently, I think, in the away games in the Champions League. I think Atletico, with the fact that they are resting their players more, big factor. They are resting their players more. I think in the first leg, Atletico will probably get a 2-1 edge, something like that. Then I don't know what will happen at the Emirates yet. I cannot think of that yet, but I think this first leg, Atletico wins it simply because they have fitter players and attacking power. I think the attacking power is better. You know, Julian Alvarez, Griezmann is in crazy form. You have Giovanni Simeone, right? I hope I got his name right. And all these guys doing great stuff in the midfield and in the attack. So I think right now, going forward, Atletico flourishes more in that department. And then you look at Arsenal, I think recently they have been struggling to score goals, even in the last game versus. But the leg before the game against Sporting, I think in the home and away fixture against Bayer Leverkusen, they didn't score much goals. And then in the tie against Sporting, only one goal was scored across both legs. So you can see that the goals are drying up. So I think in that respect, Atletico will be able to take them, but it should be an entertaining game. And I think, as I said at the starting of this video, maximum respect to Arsenal for what they have done this season up until this point. Maximum respect. Now to the game that I think everybody's excited to watch. I think this is the game that, from my perspective, is the essence of football. You know, it typifies the football. It just gives football a different meaning. Not a different meaning, but I think this is why I watch football. PSG versus Bayern Munich. Two of the most entertaining sides to watch in the world. Two of the most attacking sides in the world. One thing that I sure is in this game is goals galore. Goals galore. One thing we're sure of these two teams, that no team is sitting back saying, oh, you come at me. No, both of them are going for the win. You saw that in the Bayern Munich versus Real Madrid game. They both went for it. PSG, this one is not Liverpool. Liverpool don't know how to play football. Bayern will come for you. Don't forget, Bayern Munich has beaten you this season. And that 2-1 beating that Bayern Munich beat them was even a nice beating. Because the way Bayern Munich dominated that game, Bayern Munich outplayed PSG properly. They destroyed them properly. So I do expect a very, very entertaining game. These are two teams that will go at each other. See, this game will deliver. Even in the Club World Cup that time, the game delivered. It was a decently interesting game. Now we have the best players in the world. You know, we have Ousmane Dembele, we have Harry Kane, we have Olise, we have many Ballon d'Or contenders. We have the best of the best. I think these are the two best institutions of football in the entire world. When it comes to their style of play, these are the two teams that you want to sit down and watch every single time. I can't tell you that I can predict how this game will go. You have two very good finishers, two very chance creators. I do think that Bayern Munich are better finishers anyways. PSG missed a lot of chances, to be honest. If they were clinical, they could have beaten Liverpool 5 or 6, but they were not clinical in that Liverpool game. And then look at Bayern Munich. Defensively, they are poor. PSG too is poor defensively. PSG is not a great team defensively. So I'm sure both of them right now, their defense will be... It should be very, very entertaining. We love to watch attacking football. We love to watch beautiful football. This is what we want to watch. Nobody wants to watch all these close encounters. No. All eyes will be fixated on this game. I just hope it will not disappoint you, because this kind of game now to disappoint. Before you know, you see one kind of 1-1 boring game. We don't want that kind of thing. That is, I don't even expect that, because that is basically against PSG and their philosophy and identity. Enrique would rather die than play boring football for you. And Bayern Munich would rather die than not go for this win. All their players fully rested. Bayern Munich against Mainz, you can see they were losing that game 3 in the second half. They scored 4 goals. Honestly, if I tell you I've not thought of a scoreline for this game, will you believe me? I have not thought of anything once. Bayern Munich have some injuries here and there, but I don't think they are significant enough to stop them from winning at all. Gnabry is injured, but I know he played in the Real Madrid game, but I think they'll be fine without him. Guerrero too is injured. They'll be fine without him. I think Musiala will just have to start, and then all these other things. I think one of PSG's main strengths is that Fabian Ruiz is back, and then Vitinha is also training back. So that their midfield, I still think that they have a better midfield. I think PSG's midfield, Kai, is so good. But I don't even know who has the better attack. I don't know. Bayern Munich just have better attackers, more mature attackers, more clinical attackers. So honestly, I expect a very, very entertaining game. If Real Madrid could give Bayern Munich a game like that, I'm sure that PSG, especially in their home ground, will be able to do something interesting. Maybe PSG edge this one. I'll not be surprised if either of them win, but let us give PSG a 3-2 win. Let's give PSG a 3-2 win. I'll not be surprised if Bayern Munich wins this game, but forget about the home advantage. This will just be a very, very entertaining and a very, very exciting game. Anyways, this was the Champions League semi-final. Look, I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. The two games are very, very good. Arsenal versus Atletico, very good watch. Um, PSG versus Bayern Munich, very good watch as well. So very, very good for Arsenal. Very, very good for PSG. I mean, if you look at three of the four teams, they are the league leaders of their team. So you are watching the best of the best in the semi-final. Like literally the best of the best. This is great stuff. This is amazing stuff, and I'm very excited for it. I appreciate you guys for watching this video. I appreciate you guys for supporting the content always. Let me know you guys' own prediction in the comment section. Do you think I was wrong? Do you think I was biased? Do you think I was unfair to certain things? Did I miss anything? Just tell me in the comment section. I love you guys and I thank you for your support. Adika Six is out. Peace out.